Hello and welcome. I am the Bearded Warrior, and this is episode 2 in my attempt at Hardcore Nuzlocke on Pokemon Sword. The rules are to the right, but just for a recap, I can only catch the first new encounter in each new route that I enter. I must play in set mode. My team level cannot exceed the gym leader's ace Pokemon prior to the battle starting, and if a Pokemon is knocked out, it can no longer be used for the remainder of the game. So just a recap on where we were last episode. That was just an introductory episode to the series, and also getting our starter, who is JD the Grookey. We also have Elliot the Nickit. Now these are based on the TV series Scrubs, and that will be the theme that we're going for throughout the game. Today's episode, we're going to get ourselves endorsed by the champion, and also probably go meet the gym challenge, etc.
Listen up, Bearded War. I've been thinking. If you're the gym challenge, mate. The annual competition where trainers can battle it out for the right to challenge the champion. But the trick is that you've got to be endorsed if you want to take part, and Lee doesn't seem to think I'm up to snuff. So I'm thinking I ought to talk to the professor and see if she could help. You've got to take part too. A proper rival is just the thing every trainer needs to keep growing stronger after all. Keeps you motivated, right? The professor's house is way down at the end of the route too. So let's head there and give our teams the chance to train up a bit along the way.
Sure, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go and get ourselves endorsed, and we're also going to get ourselves our next encounter. Now there's a few choices here, but first things first.
Over here, BW. Alright, BW, it's time we filled up our teams a bit.
Ah, I'm here to teach you how.
You'll need to catch Pokemon if you've got any hope of filling that Pokedex. Lee, where'd you come from?
Only, look at you, little BW. You've already caught some on your own. Your mum gave you those Pokeballs, did she? I'll give you some more Pokeballs. In return, I'll only ask that you catch plenty of Pokemon. The Pokemon around here seem easy to catch, almost like they're itching to join some trainer's team, would you say?
The Pokemon on your team will get XP points when you catch the Pokemon too.
And of course, they get experience points from battle, so take on other trainers you meet along the way. The path to help your Pokemon thrive.
Your team will keep on changing and growing as you get stronger together, no doubt.
But even I don't know exactly how yet. Show your champion something good, alright?
Alright, I'm gonna catch loads of Pokemon. The professor will be shocked when she sees.
You know what? We don't get a catching tutorial. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to use this route to catch ourselves a Rookidee. And Rookidee it shall be. Okay, not the greatest lineup here. Let's use ourselves a little scratch. Did not appreciate that. We can take one more scratch before we need to swap out. Especially if it uses Power Trip. Okay, I'm gonna chance my luck at throwing a Pokeball. And we now have Rookidee. Good job, JD. And of course we would love to give you a nickname. Oh, another girl. So you are going to be, if my stick will let me, you're going to be Carla. there may be pauses in videos where I have to look up certain names. I know them all by sort of general association, but to know their names off by heart, there is hundreds of characters, and ironically not many female characters, so we're kind of hoping for an all-male roster. I mean, we will go with patience and everything throughout the series, and sisters and side characters who come into it, but I can't wait till we can get Turk on the team. Okay, just to be safe, I think we're going to probably use a potion on little Grookie. We cannot be having our starter die in the opening episode. That would be embarrassing. I mean, yeah, we can't have our starter die in the opening episodes. Realistically, I don't want to lose them at all, but we don't really have that control. So we will just try and keep our Pokemon nice and healthy throughout the series, and that way hopefully avoid, I mean, there is some tough challenges coming along the way, so the first two, touch wood, but you know, the first two I generally haven't ever had problems with. The people I tend to have the biggest problems with is the fighting gym. That causes some problems, and also Ryan himself. But I've never been able to defeat Leon in this challenge when I've done it previously for playthroughs and just general, because I like to do Nuzlocke just for fun. So I've actually got multiple Nuzlockes and multiple games just now that I play, one of which is a randomizer on Pokemon Fire Red, which has turned out to be quite interesting. So one of the rules, I don't know if I mentioned in episode 1, is I will be using Dynamax, but I can only use it on the gym leader's ace Pokemon, so I cannot Dynamax at the start of a battle. It has to be on their ace Pokemon, who they will Dynamax as well. That way I'm giving it sort of a bit of a head-to-head. I know a lot of folks say Dynamaxing makes it too easy, but I'm happy to use Dynamax in my challenge, but it will only be when we come to their ace Pokemon. Okay, Carla, this is what you were made for. Bugs. Bug, 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 the bug, bug. No, not my special attack. I actually should check Carla's nature and see what she can do. No, leave my special attack alone, you monster. I know it's literally probably only attack it has, but okay, Horn's Claw, that's good. Right, so he's gonna start. Oh, a Nickit as well. Oh, good, that'll get my starter up a level. Let's just quick attack. Let's see what you do. Okay, 3 damage. I'm not over. Oh, and that was critical. Okay. As you can tell, Nickit is not the best for physical attacks. Nickit is good for special attacks and Snarl. It is a poor man's Arcanine in a sense, because Arcanine had Intimidate as well, so you could lower both stats in your first turn, which was always really beneficial, because if you didn't know what something was, you could just Intimidate and Snarl. Good job. Alright, so I'm gonna lead with, I think I'm gonna probably lead with Carla. Okay, let's see, we've got attack down. That's 2 Pokemon where they're main. This is literally my luck when it comes to Nuzlocks, that 2 of my Pokemon are down the stats that they benefit.
Look, there's the professor.
So, have you unraveled all the secrets of the Dynamax phenomenon yet? Oh goodness no. The whole thing is still full of questions. I'd hoped that my granddaughter would take over my research, but... Dear me, I'm sorry. I didn't even notice my guests. My name is Magnolia. Welcome, young trainers. Now come, let's head indoors. Such soothing music. Why, Hop dear, I see Wooloo has made some new friends. And you must be BW. I trust you received a Pokedex from Sonia. I'm sure you'll have it complete in no time. Nope. You must already know about Dynamaxing, right, BW? Professor Magnolia has been doing research into the Dynamax phenomenon for years and years, and it takes a proper understanding of the thing if you plan to use Dynamaxing to the fullest. There you go again, Leon, always talking about Pokemon. There are other things that are worth knowing about too, you know. Like how many different types of tea there are.
Hey Professor, do us a favor, would you? Help me convince Lee he should endorse us for the gym challenge.
Oh, Leon, why wouldn't you endorse him? Darth and BW only just started out as Pokemon trainers. There's still loads they don't know yet. Dearie, I thought your dream was to have everyone in the Galar region become strong trainers. Isn't that right? Well, yeah, you're not wrong. The goal's precisely the reason I gave them both Pokemon, in fact. Right, then. In that case, how about this? Let's see if you two can show me how much... let's see if the two of you can show me such a brilliant battle that I'm left with no choice but to endorse you. And don't worry, I'll make sure both your teams are in good shape before the battle starts.
Right, I'll be waiting outside, BW.
And time for round 2 of Let's Battle Hop, or as he's called in this series, Darth, because I like to name a rival.
Hurry it up, BW. You've got to battle me so I can get myself that endorsement. I'm going to become the greatest Pokemon trainer there is. And to do that, I need that endorsement to take part in the gym challenge. Come with me with everything you've got, so we can prove to Lee that we got what it takes.
Mm-hmm. Time to kick your ass. I'm rather interested in seeing how you two young trainers battle too. Listen, you two. The reason I'm unbeatable is because I've learned from every battle I see or take part in. That's how I've gotten to where I am today. So show me something good in this battle. I mean, we've literally got like little baby starter Pokemon, but sure. Let's go all out for you. Okay, starting with your trusty ruler. The interesting thing about Hop in this game is he actually changes his Pokemon at one point completely. Like, he obviously keeps his starter, but he gets a completely different lineup, which I think is a really good dynamic, because how often do we keep the same Pokemon in battle? Okay, I might have over-prepped for Hop a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, enter Rickety. Oh, Elliot learned Horn's Claws. Cool. Oh, you're unnerving me. I counteract your Rookidee with my Rookidee. Now, a question I do need to ask, 'cause it will become something later. Do gift Pokemon on the same route count as an encounter? So if I find, let's just say, I can't remember the route, but Route 5 I think it is, you can get a Toxel as a gift Pokemon, but in the same route you can also catch Applin and Farfetch'd, Galarian form. So would that count, or are gift Pokemon exempt from the rule? I generally play with the exception of gift Pokemon being exactly what they are, gifts. But if any of you have a different clarification,
Have a taste of my true power.
yeah, water gun, woohoo. Yeah, if you have a different, sorry, if you are offended by that, then well, kinda tough. It's my series, but I just want to know what people generally feel about it. Also want to know how people feel about the thought of me doing a non-Pokemon series. So after this series, I'm thinking of splitting it. One day's recording will be my randomizer, and one day's recording probably going towards Stranded Deep. I've got quite into the game recently. Good job, guys. So yeah, that's something I've been thinking about. But
And I even got my Pokeball throw perfect too. The sting of defeat and the joy of victory. I guess going through both is the key to the two of us getting stronger, right?
well, I will not face the taste of defeat, otherwise that's the challenge over.
BW, Darth. Well, after seeing a match like that one, I suppose I've little choice but to give you both an endorsement as champion.
Yay!
Yes, thanks Lee. I swear I'm going to win my way through the gym challenge to reach you. You may both be young still, and plenty rough around the edges, but it was a proper battle. Charizard and I were both feeling the excitement in every last cell of our bodies. Darth, you've always tended to get caught up in things like how you throw your Pokeball out. Things that have nothing to do with real strength. Honestly, I've been worried about you still obsessing over that sort of nonsense, but it seems you've really grown a little bit, little brother. And I'd like to see some more thrilling Pokemon battles out of you too, BW. Alright, BW. You and me are going to train up against one another to aim for that champion's title. Yes. The more we keep battling against one another, the more our Pokemon will grow. Huh? What's that? It's a tiny little light landing on Earth. Oh, two tiny little lights. Let's go pick it up. That makes sense, to pick up things that fell from space. BW, would you look at this? They're wishing stars. Since there's two of them, you should take one yourself. Why, thank you. With one of these, my Pokemon can Dynamax. They're gonna be massive. Yes! Trust you to pull something like this. They say wishing stars fall down for those who have a true wish in their heart, you know. I will be the greatest trainer ever. I will be the greatest trainer ever. I will be the greatest trainer ever. There, I've said it 3 times, so surely my wish will come true now, right? Don't be silly, but Darth. Those wishing stars are composed of a curious sort of rock containing unknown power. They are one of the most powerful, most precious resources we have here in the Galar region. But they won't do a thing for you in that state. Give them to me now and I'll have you sorted. Ah, right. You've done heaps of research on Dynamax phenomenon, haven't you, Professor? Then please, give BW and me the power to Dynamax our Pokemon. First, we gotta battle against that mad Pokemon in the Slumbering Weald, and now this. It really feels like we're getting caught up in an adventure of a lifetime.
I do understand your excitement, young man, but don't get carried away. You want to save your energy for tomorrow's journey. Seems I came back home in time for all the excitement. Hey you lad, why not have some dinner? You must be hungry, right? I've been totally obsessed with making this latest trendy curry. They really like their dialogue in the story in this game, which I'm okay with, but it is very, like, full on in the early goings.
It's morning at last and time for our adventure to truly start.
Good morning to you, young challengers.
Hop, is it true you really met some Pokemon you didn't recognize? Is there anything more you can tell me about it? Well, there was weird heavy fog and then this even weirder Pokemon appeared. BW tried to fight it off, but then I think we both passed out or something. It's all pretty hazy.
A right fount of information you are.
BW, Darth, these are for you.
Wrong voice. Should have went with my old lady's voice. Yeah, Dynamax band. Those are your Dynamax bands. I made them by fitting the wishing stars you found last night into those bands.
Thanks, Professor. This is brilliant. It's just like the ones Lee has on him, too. Now we can Dynamax our Pokemon like he does.
My word, you don't waste any time, do you? I think you'll find it's not as simple as that. There are a number of conditions you must meet if you hope to have your Pokemon Dynamax and take on that gigantic form. Now, don't be afraid to go to all sorts of places and meet all sorts of Pokemon. That will help you fill out your Pokedex too.
The legend of my reign is finally about to begin. Come on, BW, I'll beat you to the station.
So, yeah, that's nearly me getting a bit of freedom to do some story work. Nope. Wrong again.
One last thing before we race, BW. See, I've got some great advice for you. You know how sometimes you see Pokemon wandering about in tall grass, yeah? If you move real slow like and crouch down, these Pokemon won't pay any notice to you. But on the other hand, if you whistle at them, you'll be sure to catch their attention. If you're a bit rubbish at whistling, just remember this need a fail-proof trick. Press the left stick. Try it out, and let's see who can catch the most Pokemon, BW.
I mean, I'm past my limit.
You remember Wetchert Station, right? Where we went to pick up Lee before? That'll be the goal, so see you there.
And now I get to run up to the train station where we'll do more talking. So yeah, we've done our encounter here, and we're going to be going into the wild area, where I am going to give you a rundown of how the wild area is going to work. I think I mentioned it in the last episode, but that will be purely so same idea. If I encounter something, that is the encounter. So if I accidentally bump into a Squirvet is my encounter in that area. But we're not doing the wild area by the different zones. What we're doing is I can catch one just now when I go there, and then each time I complete a gym challenge I can catch another one.
Come on, BW, you'll never beat me to the station at that pace.
Yeah, so I'll be able to catch one just now, and then for each challenge that I complete I'm able to catch another one. So it can be in the same area within the wild area, as long as I've already done my gym challenges. So I'll keep a note of the ones that I catch.
So out with it, BW. How many did you catch? I caught a really special one, and you got? Not one. What were you doing this whole time? You're going to want a team if you're a trainer.
Trust me, I will get my team together, Hop. Darth, don't you worry.
That's a technical machine, a TM, mate. With a TM like that, you can teach your Pokemon a new move in a flash. and you can use them again and again too. This one can teach you to move swift. Lee gave it to me ages ago, and now it's yours. The gym challenge will be in Motostoke, and our train's waiting, so let's go.
God, he has a bundle of energy. Not quite so fast, you two.
What are you doing here, Mom?
I knew this day would come since the moment you chose Sobble as a partner, darling. Professor Magnolia was kind enough to let us know where you two were setting out. So here, a last little gift to see you well set on your way. All the kit you'll need for camping. Yay, camping! No matter what happens out there, if you and your partner are together, I know you'll be fine.
Thanks, Mom. And just think how lucky you are, mother to the first ever pair of champion brothers. Because I'm certain to be the next champion. You'll see.
Of course you will, darling. Anyway, do have fun and take care of yourselves. You'll be welcome back home anytime. And we're off.
Wish us luck, not that we'll need it. There are loads of brilliant trainers and all kinds of Pokemon out there waiting for us. My excitement's running ahead of me even faster than the train can go, BW. Come on, we're off.
Oh, okay, so now we need to do this, a little bit of train dialect, a little bit more Sonia, and then we can get into the wild area where we can get our next encounter. Now this is kind of a funny one because we cannot predict, so if I go to a Dynamax spot, as long as I don't start the encounter, it won't count as the encounter, if that makes sense. Yay! I could do fishing, but fishing's just a dangerous game because you never know what you're getting. I'm not shaking trees because I will end up with a squove it.
Hey, Mr. Station Master, isn't this the wild area? What are we stopped here for?
Yes, the wild area station, makes no mistake. I'm sorry to tell you that the train is halted due to a flock of wooloo on the tracks.
What's there to be sorry about? This is brilliant. The wild area is massive. There are loads of Pokemon to battle here. You get it, don't you, BW? This is the best possible place to put together the greatest team.
And again he's off.
Look at that.
Okay, so we don't go for a Tootle here because we can get a Tootle in Motostoke.
That's Motostoke, way off that way. And between there and here are countless new Pokemon waiting to be met.
Oh, hello.
And if it isn't Sonia.
My gran gave me a proper earful on her way here. Their two young trainers are setting out on a journey, but what are you doing with your life? Ah, never mind that. Nothing to worry yourselves over. Besides, I've been quite curious about that Pokemon you two met in the forest. I've been thinking I should look into it, so the times work out for me. If I discover something really huge, then maybe even Gran will admit I've got some talent.
Yikes. Being an idol has got its own challenges, eh?
I say you didn't need to worry about it. I'm glad to be on the road, really. It's been ages. It'll be great fun to fish and camp and rough it outside again.
Well, I'm off to stick my head in as many of those red glowing dens as I can find. I'm going to battle the snot out of a bunch of Dynamax Pokemon and fill another page in the grand tale of my legend.
Yeah, so... What cheek? Dynamax Pokemon are really on another level, you know. You'd better Dynamax your partner Pokemon too if you want to take on opponents that strong. You'll find spots here in the wild area that emit a red beam of light. If you think you're up to it, check them out. There'll be Dynamax Pokemon lurking inside. So with that, how about I send you off with a little treat from me? Thank you. Yep, With the Pokemon Link, you'll be able to put Pokemon from your team into your boxes or take Pokemon from your box to add them to your team. Nice, right? So go wild catching as many Pokemon as you like and fill in some of your Pokedex. The right area is waiting for you. This is the start of your real adventure. Whew. We're 1 episode and 30 minutes in, and we are just getting to get a bit of freedom to run about. It is the longest dialogue in a Pokemon game yet, I think, for the sort of opening intro. Okay, so with this, we obviously need to be very cautious about what we run into. So we do have some ideas now as far as Dynamaxing goes and stuff. I will be doing these off camera, obviously not for encounters, but just to get Dynamax shards so that I can increase my Dynamax level. Okay, you are a Drillbur, so we are not gonna waste time battling you. Oh, we have a dragon. A dragon would be quite nice, but it is very unlikely that this is Applin, which would be the ideal encounter from the Dragon Den. Nope, it is Trapinch. Okay, so like I said, I will probably come back at a later time and challenge these Pokemon. I mean, if I don't get my encounter just now, then that's fine. I just won't have my encounter just now. And like I said, I could shake the tree and get a Squovit down, and that way it knocks it out of the way, but I would rather not waste an encounter on a Squovit. And I'm not going to waste it on a Tootle because I know I can get a Tootle in Motostoke. We're also going to detour downhill just a little bit because in this area, I'll do all the apple hunting and stuff later, just so I'd chance my luck. There is also a rare chance for me. Now, there's an area as part of the expansion that I can go to called Isle of Armor. Okay, C-Dot, Gen 3, so that's a no-go. Yeah, where I can get Applin's evolution item. I'm not going to use this area for gameplay. I'm not going to use it for encounters and stuff because it would give me a lot of possible encounters, but what I will be using it for, and we can't get Ralts, so, but what I will be using the area for is for getting some items I may want. Speaking of items, the first thing I'm going to do is head down the bottom here. Nope, Purloin, you are not this generation. You were black and white. You got introduced, I'm sure. So it will be completely conditional on if it's a region that I can catch from. And for some reason they don't like to give you Pokemon from this region, so Bunnelby, definitely not. So yeah, off camera I will be coming back and beating these Dynamax Pokemon. I will not catch anything off camera. They have to be organic and natural. Oh perfect, just what I was wanting. Quick balls, great for catching. And also, as I said, I will be going down to get myself an item called Leftovers. Okay, P-Dove, you are not of this generation, so I'll check these two glowing lights, and if not, I'll be coming back later for my encounter. Yeah, like I said, I will be going, so I will end up catching a Slowpoke. Technically it's a legal encounter because it's a Galarian Slowpoke and it is in Wedgehurst Station, but if I am using it, it'll be much later down the game because you can only get its items once you can use your surf bike. Oh, do not run into that mudsdale. That'll be the end of this run right now. Unless I had a runaway nicket. Caterpie. I'm also not going to be using regular Pokemon that can Gigantamax, because I know that there is special forms, but that's just not something I'm going to do. And what looks like an Igglybuff. Okay, so none of the Gigantamax Pokemon, and actually none of the Pokemon I've seen overworld encounters, sorry, were Pokemon that I can catch. Don't get me wrong, there may be one or two, but right now they're not jumping out and saying catch me, so I'd have to do more research in the long grass and see what I could find. But so I can move on to the long-winded gym story part, we're going to quickly run up here, get leftovers, and then run back down so we can start taking on no, it's not Team Flare, that was X and Y. What are they called? Oh, they bandits, I can't even remember. Team... Oh, Icy. This would be interesting, but the levels here are particularly higher than I am comfortable with, so even if there was an ice encounter here, I would not be going for it just now. I will have you one day. Corviknight, beautiful Pokemon to have. And the prize that I came for, the leftovers. Is it Team Yell? I'm getting a Team Yell vibe. Sorry, I need to make this go away as well. Okay, so now we'll head up to the endorsement part. Not the endorsement, the Champagne Challenge, where we'll get to meet Team Yell for the first time. I think it's Team Yell. Oh, look at wee Lapras just swimming away. Lapras! And we're nearly at the top of the hill where we can do more talking. Yay! We also do have another encounter to come here, and we have some items and stuff we're going to try and grab while we're here. So we will be doing a trainer battle while we're in here as well. Yep. Would love to skip this dialogue because we've already got so much more to do. Ooh, fashion. Yep, I see it, it's beautiful. Now let me go. Hey, over here. Yeah, whatever. I don't think I had to black out for that. Real ace of you to make it through the wild area. Seems like you trek ran your Pokemon ragged though. You should pop into the Pokemon Center. Besides, there's something in there I bet you'll get a kick out of, if you're a real trainer after all. I just want to play the game. I just want to dance. Oh, looks like Ratami's free. Ratami are a kind of Ratam information service. It's a handy machine for trainers. You can even use one to customize your Pokemon League card. Why don't you try playing around with your Pokemon League card a bit? BW. Here's a sample for you. But Monostock sure is big, right? Not to worry. Sonya's here to show you around a bit. Come find me after you heal up your Pokemon. I mean, I really just want to go play my game, thank you. Okay, so I don't even know if we're going to get to the ceremony bit today, because we have two things we want to do before we go any further. The first is if we can get to it. Nope, I don't think we can at this point. Okay, so we might have to get our encounter in the next episode as well, which is really annoying. Yep, they're blocking the way. Okay, so we can actually fish here. So brilliant young trainers who braved the wild area. Do you remember what your goal is in Model Sticky City? Yep, the gym challenge opening ceremony. Oh my god, just stop talking. Okay, so we're going to be doing two things here. We're going to be doing a battle for an item. By the way, the ceremony tomorrow is being held at Motostock Stadium, okay? Because we're going to have to talk to Leon as well. Use that lift over there to get to the Kate Stadium, okay? Well, later, I'm going to swing by the shops while I'm here, but don't forget to register at the stadium, okay? Yeah, I don't need this much dialogue. Okay, so the last two things we're going to do is we're going to talk to this gentleman. Now, the reason we're getting the focus energy is because we're planning on catching a far-fetched Galarian. And by doing that, we actually can use focus energy to increase its chance to evolve. Okay, and we're battling this guy. This will be the last thing we do today because he has a chance to give us an item. So if we get Alcremie, we have the item to evolve it. Oh, JD, you are not for this battle. Carla, come on down. Good thing I don't have any berries on me. Oh, you're not using Struggle Bug, okay. My turn. Yeah, I'm better. Well, you're faster, so. Oh no, my evasiveness. I'm not going to dodge your attacks that I wasn't dodging. And good job. Bit of experience. Oh well, we got whipped cream, that's not any good for today, but we can come back tomorrow. So, on that note, we are going to stop the episode here. If you're enjoying it, please like and subscribe. It's free and it will really help me. And it means that I can keep doing these videos that I'm enjoying. But until next time, Bearded Warrior, over and out.